Heads up. What in the hell?
We're diving straight into the meat of the discussion. Is Final Fantasy VII worth all of the hype it's getting? Personally, with the release of Warcraft Reforged, I was a little scared for this one, man. You know, being a fan of Warcraft as a kid, and still am. I love World of Warcraft, but Warcraft Reforged was so mortifying that it actually made me a little scared for this one, to be completely real. But those fears was kind of shaken off when I did go and look around at other remasters, like Resident Evil. That seems to be all that they're doing lately is remastering their games, and they're doing a great job with that. So my faith in humanity has been restored to some degree. Now, when it comes to the world, I don't think that you're gonna get some giant open world like The Witcher 3. In fact, I think they're gonna give you more of a world like Kingdom Hearts, where it's a linear path, but it's wide enough to where you can enjoy the content, and they can add a lot into those worlds, but it's not gonna be some giant amazing world, like Final Fantasy 15 or anything like that. It's gonna be pretty straightforward. I hope they take the God of War route where it's kind of a decent sized chunk of the world that you can explore to still get your money's worth. Because I don't know about to you guys, but to me, walking down a straight path, hacking and slashing like I'm playing Dynasty Warriors, cause fuck, originality. I get extremely bored. If I want to do that, I just go play Dragon Age. I mean, Dragon Quest. Sorry, sorry about that Dragon Age. But yeah, you get what I mean. When we wrap around to the graphics, Square Enix has been pumping their chests like Donkey Kong. They have been all over how great their graphics for this game's gonna be, and I have to agree with them. It looks great, man. I spent roughly 2 hours in this demo because I replayed it because it looked that good. I was really trying to get a good feel for this game because I'm that excited for it. Square Enix really has done good with this graphics, man. But what do you expect? It's Final Fantasy. Their graphics have always been good, you know? Like, I don't think anyone can dispute that. Even for every game they make of its time, it's always looked great. And this one's no exception to the word. So, I mean, is that really something to boast about? When you always have good graphics, if you don't, like, no one's gonna buy it. So you gotta live up to your standards. Now, what got me into this game wasn't the graphics. Actually, it wasn't even the story. So before you come at me with your pitchforks and your torches ready to roast me, just hear me out for a second. And that is what drew me into this game. What drew me in originally was actually the giant sword bigger than his body, blonde hair, call him Super Saiyan Goku, Cloud Strife. I loved the character model. I was a huge anime guy. Well, kid, actually, at the time. I lived for anime. I'd rush home to freaking watch it all the time. And games like this, any game that had an anime type character that looked like that, I was already all over it. I wouldn't even have to know what it's about to just jump in and play it, and this was no exception. Run in the house, throw my homework in the trash, grab my controller, and we're gonna have a good time. That was me as a kid right there. This series was amazing. Speaking of series, I have played practically every one of them. Not even gonna do the whole I played every Final Fantasy and I know every. No, I'm not that guy. I've played probably like 85% of them, and most of them I do enjoy, and a few of them I don't. But that's not really, that's my personal thing. Like, you don't even have to know what Final Fantasy is to know who the main character is. Cloud Strife, the man himself, the man who's managed to keep himself relevant all these years. Literally, I don't know how you did it with just, but you did it, man. I think it's blonde hair, blue eyes, but you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that right now. So Cloud, who is Cloud? Cloud is the OG, the original, unlike a certain somebody we know who's basically a copy.
My duty as king of what?
Somebody had to say it. I believe Noctis is your modern day version of Cloud. Practically the same hair, same all black swag, same laced up boots, same egos so edgy it can cut a cake. Where I'm going with this comparison, simple. Cloud's more famous than a lot of celebrities. He's all over T-shirts. He's featured in other games, cross Smash Bros. You don't need to. You already know that. Fact is, he's out here making bank way after his time. That's the reason why this game's even getting a remake. Not because the story was so great, it was so amazing. You know, everybody loves Barrett. No, it's because we love Cloud Strife. Just the way it is. Whenever you think of Final Fantasy, number one, without mentioning a game, of course, you just think of the franchise itself. You think of Cloud Strife, the poster boy, star power, out here getting bank. And, you know, I'm okay with that. To be completely honest, I don't see a problem with it. Like, it's just the way it is. Oh, Square Enix said they were going to go in there and edit the story a little bit, take out a little bit of this and that, and, you know, add their own modern flavor. I don't think that's a bad thing, to be honest. If they can find improvements, I'm all for it. Improve the game, make it better, make it a more enlightening experience. Because, you know, not everything always ages well. No, not a slap to the original story, of course. I mean, it was decent as it was, and it was straight, but it's not always a bad thing to go in there and change things. It is a remake, so let them remake it. That said, the original was an RTS, which is basically taking turns. I believe they added that mode in this game called Classic. Classic, it allows you to go in there and, you know, play the taking turns version of the game. Me, that's not for me. I'm down with battle mode where it's modern, you get to attack back and forth, you're free to do what you want to do. You know, it's the modern flavor. Because back then, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to sit there for 20 minutes just going back and forth with the boss, and then he one-shots us all. After all of that preparation, after all of that time we spent trying to beat this boss, he decides he wants to one-shot us with his ultimate, and there's nothing we can do. We can't block, we can't defend. All we can do is hope that we're high enough level to have one person survive, so we can spam potions for the next 30 minutes just so we can get back on our feet and counterattack, only for him to do it again. Now that's some diehard stuff right there. I'm not a classic mode guy, but they added classic mode because there's a lot of people who are. They love it. They live for that RTS. Me, I'll pass. I will literally stick to battle mode, the modernized version of combat. I'm okay with it. I'm actually in love with that. Now that said, I'm not hating on RTS. It's just not me. DLC. Now, I'm excited to see what they do with the DLC. I wonder if they're gonna pull a Final Fantasy 15 route with the DLC, and you know, give us some side character stories. You know what Barry does in his free time. You know, spend $10 for that. Just kidding. I want to see some more innovative DLC. I want to be big man himself, Sephiroth. If I'm paying for DLC, I want to do something like that. Go around, bank some noobs with Sephiroth, Mr. Longsword himself. But don't quote me on what they're gonna do with DLC. I don't even know if there will be DLC. I'm just giving you what I want to happen, what I would like to see. I think that'd be an awesome addition to the game. Like, literally, just imagine running around as the one-winged angel, dude, that freaking background music playing while you're hitting grunts with your sword. Yeah. Anyway, back on topic, my impressions are pretty good. That's why I made the video. I know I've said it a lot of times. I know I sound like a banana mama jama. Whatever banana mama jama is, that's what I sound like, and I'm okay with that. I know you're okay with that. Yeah. I'm excited for it, and I can't wait to do an actual review on the game. I hope they don't drop it. I hope they don't pull a Blizzard with Warcraft Reforged. You know what? Let's not do that. See you next time.